Well, we have seen protests here before around Old Trafford, and it looks like there are more on the way.
And this video was sponsored by DB Bulldogs. Don't forget to follow on social media on Instagram, TikTok, and keep up with their story. I really appreciate you joining me again today, and this is some news coming from Manchester, and it's following the protests that occurred outside the Manchester United Football Club last year, where the fans were angry at the owners, the Glazers, an American family, because they believed that they wasn't doing the right thing for the club. This month, 39 defendants aged between 15 to 52 have appeared before the courts and been sentenced for their role in the protest that turned into a violent riot last year. On Sunday, the 2nd of May 2021, large groups of people began protesting about the ownership of the football club. This began at Old Trafford and made its way down to Lowry Hotel in Salford. Greater Manchester Police were made aware of the protest and also the plans, which were to keep the public safe. However, it soon became clear that the group grew in size and large numbers of protesters were not intending to protest peacefully. The protesters began to get aggressive and antagonistic, the police said, before one group forced entry to the pitch and rooms inside the Old Trafford Stadium. During this confrontation, officers were assaulted with bottles, flares and safety barriers. With the situation becoming increasingly hostile, more officers were deployed to the scene and the crowds were finally dispersed. 36 officers were attacked in total, and one of them received serious face injuries that required treatment in hospital. Stadium stewards and also security staff were assaulted as well. Damage inside the stadium exceeded £70,000 and £60,000 worth of damage to TV cameras owned by a private company. The offences that the 41 men were sentenced for include assault, criminal damage and burglary, and many of them have received banning orders preventing them from attending matches for a period of time. Assistant Chief Constable Wasim Chowdhury from GMP's major investigation team said, "We launched a major investigation following the disorder involving a large number of fans, and inquiries and intelligence received from the public as well as CCTV helped to identify them and bring them to justice." He went on to say that his officers put their lives on the line every single day to keep Greater Manchester safe, and it's shameful that anybody would willingly assault an emergency worker, and we will not tolerate this happening. And they finished by saying this should serve as a warning to anybody that thinks that this is acceptable behaviour. And this also comes in the same week that Manchester United legend Cristiano Ronaldo did an interview where he openly said to Piers Morgan that the Glazers hadn't invested anything of any substance for over 20 years, which would definitely support the fans' anger at the time as they felt outraged. But of course, this does not justify what they did, and this shouldn't happen again. So I really want to hear what people have to say on this story, and don't forget to follow online as well at Scarcity Studios and send your stories to news@scarcitystudios.com. And I'll be back again shortly with some more news.